Today on Let's Wine a Little. Surely you've been wondering, because I've been wondering, just how long can you keep that bottle of tequila, cognac, or this really exceptional bottle of sparkling wine? Well, we're going to get into it on this episode of Let's Wine a Little. Unopened tequila, it's timeless. That bottle from 2005 is still good, but once it's open, the clock starts ticking. Flavor fades after about 3 years. Añejo and extra añejo are aged in barrels, not bottles, so what you're sipping is a snapshot of the past, not a wine style evolution. So let's dig deeper into how do we take care of our tequila and how it's ageless. Well, one, if it's unopened, you can keep it there indefinitely. That's because it has 40% alcohol by volume, so tequila is self-preserving. Now, once it's open, you got 1 to 3 years before that flavor starts to fade away. You got oxidation, light exposure. Slowly, it is going to dull in its vibrancy. Now, to make sure that we're all on the same page, let's talk about those aging types one more time. First, there is Blanco. There is no aging there. Second, you have a reposado, so you got 2 months to 1 year. Then you have añejo, that is 1 to 3 years, and then there's extra añejo, that is 3+ years. Now here's the fun thing. A bottle of extra añejo from 2005 won't age in the bottle, but it's a time capsule of its barrels and all of those barrel years. All right, let's talk about age. Now, according to all of the reports, alcohol, unlike wine, doesn't age. That's what it says. And it really depends on how well you keep your alcohol. So if you keep it out of the sun, if it's in a nice, cool, dark place, you should be good. If it is not kept in a place that is stable when it comes to temperature and light, then you may have some problems. So what I have here is a couple of little samples I purchased. Now, let me tell you when I purchased it. I want to say it was 2006, maybe 7. I remember being on a cruise, and I know I picked it up during that cruise. So yeah, I think 2006, 2007. I know this much. It's old. These tequila bottles are old. So we're gonna test them to see if they are still doing what they're doing. Now, I will tell you this. Once I test them, I don't think I'm going to finish them. I just want to see if it kept its deal. So we have a what do we have here? I have a Blanco. Okay, I have a Blanco and añejo. I have an añejo here. It is all 1921, and then there is a tequila cream. Oh, this should be interesting. Oh dear God! All right, let's see if we can get this open. Wow, it's got like this wax on it. I'm gonna break my nails. That's just great. Okay, I didn't anticipate having to deal with wax. So let me do this. Let me grab a knife so I can get this off of here so we can get into this. Ooh. I took a knife to it, and clearly there was some air coming in. All right, Gwendolyn. Oh, okay. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but I cut right into the cord. Okay. All right. Let's pour this in. Okay. That is our Blanco. All right. Let's see this guy. Let's see if we can get this. See if I can get it just right. Oh! Okay, so we sliced it, but I sliced the cork. Can I get this cork out? Oh, well, at least the cork is very wet. That's a positive, right? It's not dried out. Okay. All right, we've got a... We got a little kerfuffle going on here. Okay. There's our añejo. Okay. Now we got this cream. Oh boy. Jesus Louise, Gwendolyn. All right, let's see here. Just wanna... Okay, let's see. This is the third one. Oh, okay, see, I did it right. That smells interesting. They all smell interesting. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Oh. Okay. Well, we are not going to try the cream because that is a no. That is all kinds of no. We can go ahead and just say that's not going to happen. I kind of feel like I should remove it from in front of me because it's just, yeah. Let me put this aside. Oh my, that was not good, people. That was not good. Okay, so I'm curious, now that we're here, we've got an añejo that is obviously aged and a Blanco that's aged like what, a few years or so. So let me just, okay, smells okay. Why am I all of a sudden nervous to try it? Actually, that one tastes okay. I don't think anything happened to that one. I think that one's okay. That one is fine. Let's try this one. Ooh, got a little warmth there. Got a little warmth. Okay. Okay. Oh. It might be okay, but whew, kind of hits you in the chest. Oh man. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna say for this test that these super old tequilas, I think they're done. We can call it. We can call it. I need to get some water. Okay, well, we now know that it gets old. And I can't even tell you, I mean, I remember storing it like on a shelf, but clearly, even on that shelf, there has been some life, and perhaps I should have recognized what I was purchasing when. I mean, the Blanco tastes okay. It really does. I don't think it was anything wrong with that. The añejo has got like a little bit of kick to it. This cream is visually disgusting. I mean, it is. That's gross, okay? It reminds me of something. I think you guys know what it reminds me of, and that is just disgusting. So we're not even putting our lips on something like that. But now you know that yes, alcohol, your liquors can last a good number of years. However, if you don't store it correctly, it's gonna go bad. And certain things that may include cream should probably be consumed within, I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 years. I would check that. Maybe like 6 months to a year. I wouldn't even give it that long. That's just me. But yes, we are done
with all of this. God bless. Oh, boy.
Now, cognac doesn't age in the bottle. It preserves, so that XO from 1998, it's still good. But open bottles can last 10 plus years if you store it correctly. And cognac also absorbs odors, so you want to make sure you keep it sealed and you keep it sacred. So we have here the variety of core aging categories, and I know we have not gotten to cognac yet, maybe next season, but just take a quick look. But we're gonna now talk about, if you are a cognac drinker or you got it as a gift, what do you wanna look for? So again, here are your aging categories. You got your VS at 2 to 3 years in the barrel, VSOP at 4 plus years, your XO at 10, your hors d'oeuvre at off at decades. And the big tip here is to store it upright in a cool, dark place and away from strong odors. Again, cognac tends to absorb scents easily, so you don't want that. Now, up next, we are going to play with this Remy Martin VSOP that was picked up for decoration, and now we're thinking, let's see if it's still good.
All right, so let's continue. Let's talk about something else that's really old. So years ago, like 2013, 2014, I was decorating my apartment and I stumbled upon a bottle of Remy Martin VSOP. And I was like, this is perfect. It's black, it's red, which are all the colors in my apartment. So why not get a bottle? And I've never opened it. So we're gonna open it today and see what we get. Now, I am not a cognac drinker. It's not where I vibe. But this will be interesting. This will be interesting to see what happens. Sometimes we purchase alcohol for decorative purposes. There is a bottle of Hello Kitty wine. Nope, I think it's champagne that I have not opened, will never open. I say never, but you're not really sure. Right now, it is in the wine fridge. It is in the darkest place ever. It is on its side, so the cork is staying moist. But even still, if it wasn't meant to be a champagne that could be enjoyed years later, I need to go ahead and let it go. So who knows? That may be on the chopping block. But okay. Let's get into this cognac, shall we? Smells interesting. Now, here's what's also cool. Okay, really quick little thing. If you buy your alcohol around the holidays, even when it's not the holidays, there's always like that special set that has the matching glasses, right? So I obviously had to get it. I mean, it was the cutest setup in the apartment. Gwendolyn was not drinking that though. So let's pour this in. Oh, wow. Look at that color. Okay, that color is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. That is a gorgeous glass. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh. Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I will tell you this. And just breathing it in, I felt my nose hairs burning. I'm just saying. I don't know if that's the typical response. But I definitely felt it. I'm not so sure how I feel about it. I really am not, because this is not my drink of choice. It's not my liquor of choice. It really was just for decoration. I have a funny feeling that this is perfectly fine. And because it's not what I drink, it's just not vibing with me. So I'm gonna have to find some cocktails that I can put this in. But I believe this is actually just fine. I mean, the bottle is extremely dark, right? And it's been kept in a dark place This did not see the light at all. But I am not a cognac drinker, and now I know why. Because this is just, but yeah, my nose hairs. Woof, like woof. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna say that if you have cognac or any other kind of dark liquor that's in a bottle that is just as dark to keep the light out, you're probably in a really good place. I'm going to do a little bit more research on this one, but I believe this one is just fine the way it is. Now that I've opened it though, I got to do something with it. We got to find some cocktails that involve some very special old cognac. And this one really is old because we're talking like 2013, 2014. It is old.
Let's get into your still wines. Some of them age, some of them expire. So if you have an unopened bottle of wine, if you had a Cabernet Sauvignon, 7 to 10 years, your Merlot is 3 to 5, a Pinot Noir is 2 to 3, a Chardonnay that's oaked is 2 to 5 years, and then your Sauvignon Blanc is 1 to 3 years. Please don't think that just because you have it stored away someplace nice and dark that it's not going to age. It does have a time limit. So let's continue as we talk about how to take care of these wines. If it's opened, you've got 3 to 7 days, depending on the type and the storage. And you want to think about some of the things that will age your wine. You got tannins, acidity, sugar, sulfites. The reds tend to age better than whites, and then there's spoilage. If you're seeing browning, if there's a vinegar smell or a flat taste, go ahead and let that one go. Now, sparkling wine and champagne can be seen as the diva in the liquor cabinet. It's beautiful, but very high maintenance. So non-vintage champagne will last you 2 to 5 years. If it's vintage, you might be able to get 10. But once you open it, you've got 48 hours before the sparkle fades. So again, non-vintage, 2 to 5 years. Vintage champagne, 5 to 10. A Prosecco is best within 1 to 2 years. A Cava, 2 to 5. And if you have it open, 1 to 3 days max, because those bubbles are going to start vanishing. Now, here's the deal about aging and the impact on sparkling wine. Your bubbles become finer, flavors deepen into the toast, nuts and honey, but oxidation is a real risk. And if you're going to store it horizontally, cool, dark, stable place, and you want to avoid fridge for long-term aging. This is going to be interesting.
So a few years back, and at this point it's been more than a few years because I'm thinking it's like 2017. Oh, maybe 2018? It doesn't matter. A few years back, Hello Kitty partnered with a winery to produce a limited edition of sparkling wine. When I tell you the market went crazy, they did. Now, I'm not saying that they went crazy because it was really good. It's because it was Hello Kitty. Hello. Who doesn't love Hello Kitty? Well, here we are in 2025. Yes, I am dating it. And I still have 2 bottles. Now, I picked up both of these bottles in Las Vegas because at the time, there wasn't a single wine store in Texas who had this collection. It moved that fast. But I got to thinking, as I am cleaning in my home, is it still good, right? Now, this bottle, this is the rosé, a Spumante rosé. It's extra dry. Special edition. This is number 39 of 6,000. I'm sorry, 939 of 6,000. Let me get my mind right. I do have my glasses on. So, I don't think I want to open this one. I don't know if it's still good, but I'm like, okay, whatever. But I still have this bottle, and this is a sweet pink. This too is a sparkling rosé. Let's see here. Was there anything on this one? It is it's a demi-sec.
And nope, doesn't have anything on there. So I don't think this one is as special as this bottle. I mean, we're under 1,000 on this one, right? So we're gonna leave this guy in the fridge. Now, this has been in the fridge. It's been in the wine fridge, been there for a very long time. It's very dark. It's at the very bottom. I'm using a lot of berries. It's at the very bottom of the wine fridge. So we're gonna leave that one there, but we're gonna open this one up. Now this one, unfortunately for Gwendolyn, has been standing upright. Standing upright in this box. So it has been dark, but you know, it hasn't been really kept in a place that you want to keep any kind of wine or sparkling wine, because it's been this way, not this way. So here's the deal. We're gonna open this guy up. We're going to see, I figured, let me try one. Now, this doesn't say that it's part of any kind of vintage. Oh, okay. Okay, there's that. When I looked at it the other day, and looks like there's a little bit of sediment. This should be interesting. We've had some interesting things, have we not? Testing these old wines and champagnes and cognacs and tequilas. Yeah, it's been interesting. So let's see here. Oh, we didn't even get a pop. So is it even going to sparkle? That should be interesting. Okay, let's see here. Now, it was always pink, so it wasn't like a bright pink. I mean, we're talking a rosé. Wow, there's not even a sparkle in this guy. This is flatter than flat. Oh, smells interesting. Oh, it smells like, oh, what is that? It smells sort of, I don't want to say musty, but stale. There's like a stale apricot. Oh man, I am fearful to taste it, but whew, let me dive in. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, so beyond flat. Very beyond flat. Yeah, it's like just, if there's a flavor profile for old alcohol, I don't know. I do get like a little apricot in there, and maybe, is it almond? There's something that's sort of nutty. At the end of the day, this one is past its prime. I mean, there's not a fizz in this sparkling rosé at all. Not a fizz. But what do you expect? So I'm not surprised that it is flatter than brand new pavement. And I'm not surprised that it doesn't have any of the flavor profile that you would want it from a spumante rosé. So it should be a little sweet. It is not sweet. It is like, ugh. Well, that was a great experiment. So at least, I don't know what it means for this one, right? This one we're going to leave the way it is. I'm not going to open it. Like I said, it's a limited edition. This is 939 of 6,000 bottles made. We're going to leave it be. We're not going to open it. I mean, it's cute too. It is really cute. But that goes back to our story of, does alcohol, does wine, does sparkling wine, champagne get old? Yes, it does. It does depend not only on the vintage, but it also depends on how you store it. This little guy is going down the sink drain. All right. I think we're done. We are done.
Old liquor isn't just about chemistry, it's about memory. A bottle from your wedding, your grandmother's shelf, or a celebration long past. Some drinks expire, others endure, but every bottle tells a story. Now, we've had a great time playing with some of these memories, and Oh, some of the reactions and some of what came out of the bottles. Yeah, it's clear that if you haven't touched a bottle in a very long time, this is now your cue to do so. We had a great time with the Remy Martin, which of course is still very good. We're looking for cocktails for that. And then there was that special bottle of Hello Kitty Spumante Rosé. Not so great, but if you've got a dusty bottle that you're curious about, drop it in the comments. We would love to sip through that time together.